Hi friends, welcome to the Dream Lifestyle Hub channel. Design, build, achieve your dreams. The topic for today's presentation is a very common one, depression. Are you experiencing depression? Are you in depression or is depression in you? Is there depression in your life or is your life in depression? Have you asked these questions to yourself? Did you do this wonderful thing first, along with all your efforts to fight depression and chase it away from your life? That is going to be the discussion element. Now, let's look at the technical meaning of depression. We know the technical meaning of depression. It is essentially low pressure. For example, when soil is removed from a place, a depression is formed. When air is low at a place, a depression is formed. So we can say that the depression is actually a final stage that gets created as a result of a sequence of events. Now, biologically, when depression happens in the mind, it is mostly related to the mind because it doesn't express itself as evidently as a physical symptom or as a physical condition. Hence, it is related to the mind and it's called as a mental condition. Now, when we understand that the depression is a final stage and it is the result of a sequence of events, the depression that has formed in your mind is also because of a sequence of events that could have been created by you or by your genes. How is it possible to connect the situation that has happened in your mind to the physical body? Let's try to make the connection. Now, it has been medically proved that dehydration is associated with depression. When there's dehydration in the body, there is depression that occurs in the mind, which essentially means that when there's low water level in your body, there is depression that happens in the mind. What does this mean? It means that there's low water level. Is the water retained by your body as it should? Did you realize that your body is actually getting dehydrated? The dehydration is not just connected to water. Your mind is in fact thirsting for something. We will talk about this in a bit. Now, if you say that you are drinking a lot of water all the time, then what is happening to all the water that you are drinking? It is certainly enriching the organs, but is it energizing them? Is it just plain water or is it flowing with energy? Now, this difference is like that of a natural waterfall and a man-made waterfall. Water is connected to seamlessness. It is something that has a potential and purpose to flow. When water gets stagnated, its property and behavior changes. Now, that affects everything around it. The dams, for instance, store and stagnate water. It has been proved that this causes flow shifts leading to earthquakes and tsunamis. Now, the depression, the panic and the anxiety that one is experiencing is in fact like an earthquake. This could also mean that the water in your body is not flowing as it is supposed to be. Either it is lacking or it is getting stagnated somewhere. Now, how is that possible? Flowing water is analogous to flowing energy. When you're holding on to something for whatever reasons, the energy around it also gets held up. When too much energy is held up and is unused, it creates a tensed environment like an earthquake. Now, this creates tension in the brain and its activities. At this time, more energy is in fact utilized than usual by the brain. Hence, a depression of energy is created in the brain. So, until you let go whatever you're holding on to, your brain will be burning more energy than required. Now, what does real dehydration mean then? That is actually the lack of real water in your body. What is happening to all the water that you're drinking then? It is actually getting dried up. That happens due to overexcitement and passion. Too much concern and focus also connects to the stagnation of flow of thoughts or energy. So when you have too much of passion, too much of fire element in your body, just as we saw the controlling cycle and the generative cycle, when there's too much of fire, it literally burns up the water in the body. And as a result, there's a depression, there's a low level of water in the body, and as a result, a depression is formed. So the easiest and simplest way to win over your mental depression is to ignore whatever is occupying your mind. You're burning your mental energy unnecessarily. This is causing more pressure to your brain. So what are the modalities that we can take care of? In terms of food, I would suggest eating 1 or 2 cluster beans in raw form initially to reduce the nervous pressure and blockage. Cluster beans has been found to have an impact on the nervous system. It calms the nervous system. So initially, when there's too much of pressure in the brain, when you experience it with sleepless nights and depressed thoughts and inactivity, try eating 1 or 2 cluster beans in a day in raw form. Consume it in cooked form more frequently than usual. Now, to facilitate the letting go of process, you can do Tai Chi kind of movement, flowing and swaying movements. Right? This will enable the flow of water in the body. This will enable the flow of air in the body. All the elements that flow in the body will be supported by these kind of flowing movements or swaying kind of movements. Now, certainly we have to drink a lot of water if you aren't. But if you're drinking enough water, if you think that you're drinking enough water, but you are still experiencing depression, then it is very much essential for you to withdraw your attached feelings to whatever it is. Now, the element of water is supplemented by the element of air. So, breathe more and better to increase the flow of air in your body and mind. Overexcitement and passion is in fact increasing the fire element in the body and the mind. This in turn is suppressing the airflow, which in turn suppresses the flow of water in the body. The element of water is supplemented by the element of air. So breathe more and better to increase the flow of air in your body and mind. Overexcitement and passion is in fact increasing the fire element in the body and mind. This in turn is suppressing the airflow in the body, which in turn suppresses the flow of water in the body. So it's actually not the water level that is decreased, it is the flow of water in the body that has got reduced. The same logic applies to anxiety as well, because too much concern gets converted to anxiety, which as well increases the fire element in the body. To speeden up the process of overcoming depression or controlling the events that eventually lead to depression, you can do the Varun Mudra alongside your attempts to win over depression. For this, touch the tip of the little finger with the tip of the thumb. The little finger represents a water element and the thumb represents a fire element. So when doing this mudra, the excess energy from the thumb flows into the little finger, thereby creating a balance in the water element in your body. However, letting go and moving on is not as easy as it sounds. Hence, depression continues to be a serious medical condition. Pay attention to your thoughts with conscious effort and attentiveness. As a result, you will be able to supplement and fill your emptiness, depression, and low energy in your mind and body with high energy. In addition to the Varun Mudra and the cluster beans that I have suggested, I would also like to suggest a pressure point that is associated to the water element in the body. This pressure point can be found in the simplest manner in the elbow, in the inner crease of the elbow. There are 3 points which are associated with the water element. this is 1 point, this is 1 point, and this is 1 point. So when you press these 3 points and when you feel pain, it means that there is imbalance of water in your body. Yes, it means that the water level in your body is insufficient, or it could also mean excess of water. So when there's pain in these 3 areas, you will have to supplement. You will have to ensure that the water level is restored. So keep pressing on these areas on the inner crease of the elbow to help the water level to be restored in the body. Eventually the water level will get restored in the body over time. Keep massaging over there to ensure that the water level is increased. There are several other pressure points as well, but for now let's look at the elbow. Now there are various other dimensions of depression as well, but for now we have looked at only dehydration and the water level in the body, which could be a cause for depression. So by handling the flow of air and water in the body, the impact of depression can be significantly reduced. This would definitely help in case of the absence of medications. So take care. If you think you would need any kind of further support in handling depression or anxiety or any kind of a mental disorder, mental discomfort that you're experiencing, please reach out through the website www.dlh.life, and I'll be very much happy to help you in it. There are free and paid consultation services. All that is important is taking care of your own self. So reach out for help. Reach out in case you find that this would help you. Take care.